let's just check. Ooh, what's that gas mask? I separated it from the hood now, so it's actually a functional half-face respirator. But that wasn't what this stream's about, so let's just get that out of the way somewhere. It's not going to fall over again. Right, okay, so Resident Evil, I'll keep the settings as I did yesterday. Game start.
Resident Evil.
Right, and it will be the highest number at my latest save, so number 13, Shopping District. Alright, Rajiv. So yeah, playing some more Resident Evil. Haven't played any since yesterday's stream, so it's exactly where it was. Right, so what was I meant to be doing? So I have that book to place in the statue. I have a cable and machine oil that's used for something and a wrench. Yeah, good. Yeah. Oh, have I got a weapon equipped? No? Oh, shit. I don't know if that was because I put the gun away last stream, if it just unequips a weapon at the end of you play in the session. Right, and it was that quick spin, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, I suppose that's just something you have to play about with, isn't it, till you get as you want it. There's quite a lot of zombies. Will that be enough handgun rounds, or will I want more? Anyway, I want to go to, I think it was, where was it, where the book and like the water thing was. So I don't think I can get to the substation yet, so I don't think it's that. That's alright, I'll just look around this area till I find which bit it is. Alright, Retro Delights. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Yeah, like I said, I've had loads of problems with Windows last time I did the Windows thing with HDMI, sorry, HDR, like not wanting to come through, and you know, having to keep changing the HDMI slots and keep changing all the render info and that, till it eventually again, oh yeah, you have got like HDMI, haven't you? Oh, sorry, HDR. It's this place, isn't it? So if I put the book in here now, then I assume it turns off the thing. Like Russian on there. I can't actually read what it says because no, I won't take the book. No, I was just trying to read the actual text on the green plaque. Or is it just like made up text? Because it's like a Cyrillic looking alphabet, but more like it's Latin characters. No, I'm afraid not, because Your average... Is Resident Evil real? I don't know. I mean, Fent zombies in America make it look like Resident Evil. But no, because I've only ever seen like 1 or 2 M2000s themselves on sale that were really expensive, and I was only lent one to do a video on. So the answer is basically no, I don't, unfortunately. I mean, eBay.de or whatever it is for the German eBay, you're more likely to find them, I guess, for sale on there. But I don't actually know what the designation for the Draeger's M2000's filter is, and, you know, if they're actually commercially sold to civilians or not. Probably not. Okay, so... Not that. Which is the thing I want to do. So I've got the bronze compass, but I have no clue where that's actually meant to go. Again, the substation I kind of need to get to. I guess you have to power on that elevator thing there, don't you? That needed a battery of some sort, I think. But, again, I haven't actually come across a battery yet. I've come across the power cable, but not a battery. Right, shall I, company? Okay, so it's the Draeger M2000 filter. It's not even a Draeger filter, so it's just another... Ours, another German company that makes a lot of filters, but again, I don't know without looking it up if it was them or not that made it. Like AUER. So I assume I need a battery to put, yeah, a battery to be there, and I definitely don't have a battery yet, so none of the items on me there are going to be any useful. Yeah, I'm alright, thanks you, Callie. Not too bad at the moment. I had one of those days today where I definitely couldn't have started streaming before now, because, like, you know, I've had a bit of the day, or a load of the day where I was waiting to have to do certain things, you know, so, like, sat around waiting for a certain job to happen, and then, you know, then I was able to go on and, you know, get the next job done, sort of thing, at one of those days. What am I actually doing for a moment? Yeah, I need to be quite careful, because compared to when I have the AR, I know some people play Resident Evil where they run past the zombies, but fuck that. Why does YouTube really don't like you? Is it like hiding your comments or what? Oh. Then type something in that YouTube won't censor. But again, I can't tell you what that would be because YouTube censors so many comments now. I'm playing it on easy though, bear in mind, Rajiv. I think on the original PlayStation there wasn't a difficulty select. It was just the one difficulty. But yeah, there are a lot of zombies in this, in the terms of, like I said, Resident Evil 3 is kind of the first of the action-y ones. Okay, can I... Yeah, merge those. Yeah, merge those, there we go. That's enough ammo. I will just save this, because again, I'm not sure with some of the bits in this, if it's sometimes you just have to run back and forth between areas, and then, you know, you'll get to the point where, you know, a character might be there for, like, a set meeting. Oh, okay, it was made by Hour. That's, was just a random good guess by my point. But like I said, I know Hour was one of those ones that if you look at old German filters, their name is on loads of stuff like that. Like, even the ones from the Reich are made by the Hour company. Only following orders. So, but yeah, as far as... Aren't they part of MSA now? Because I think it's MSA/Hour now. Right. Oh no, not the crows. which are way less dangerous than Resident Evil 1. Yeah, I'm assuming because zombies and that keep spawning in the way I'm going. I'm meant to be going this way because something's going to have spawned in down here. Oh, did I have the fire hose? Or was that in a different place? Oh, no, the fire hose is down here, isn't it? Can I use the wrench to get the fire hydrant hose? Bolts. So yeah, does the wrench work up on that? Yeah, alright, cool. The very different textured looking, like sprite looking fire hose, yeah. I have a weird feeling Nemesis shows up again soon, so I might want to get a better gun on me. You no longer need this wrench. Will you discard it? Yes, because otherwise it's just a waste of inventory space. When I first played Resident Evil, was like, when I was younger, I never discarded it. It was like, oh, maybe there's a secret use for these items later, but I never think there is. I think it is just literally the game saying, save your limited inventory slots and, you know, so the safe zone is at that next one, and then there, because yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to want to use that if... Sometimes what might be useful with something like that is if you ask ChatGPT in like the proper research mode how to you know, like find out more info on some of that stuff. That's pretty good, Ibuki, but like I said, with TF1s, it's really hard to know. Well, Resident Evil, there was a new Resident Evil fairly recently, wasn't there? Requiem, which I still haven't got around to playing yet. There's loads of dead pigs. But, yeah, regarding, yeah, like TF1s, because again, this is the thing with some of the Chinese masks that's annoying to know. Certain factories do, like, export ones in 40mm Stanag, and then other ones in, like, 40mm Ghost, you know, for the Chinese market and the Russian market. So it's one of those annoying things that, if you know that then that particular, you know, like, seller sells them in that configuration, you know, that might be a good thing to bookmark them, knowing that they're like a NATO fitting one, if that makes sense. Because like I said, the problem with whatchamacallits, like I said, the Chinese ones, is sometimes I've had those where somebody's ordered one that I've ordered, it's worked fine for me, and then they said, no, didn't take a NATO filter at all. Right, so... we could whip out the shotgun. I'm going to put this bronze compass into storage, because I haven't actually found a use for that at all yet. And, you want the shotgun. Alright, cool. So, and let's just top up the, is that the biggest stack you can have then? I'm just trying to figure out what the biggest stack you can have is of, oh, never mind, it's not cherry pick over one. 170 odd rounds is fine. I'm just going over old saves because with these I always like... It's not that likely I will get soft locked, but I still want to try and prevent it in case I can sort of manage to do it. You know, because you can always get into a situation where you save the game and you've like got so low on ammo or whatever, you're completely screwed in certain points in games like this. But I think with Resident Evil 1 you could definitely soft lock it in the basement, in the like where the sharks are, because there was like a box puzzle pushing the boxes, and you could like accidentally jam it up if you pushed them in the wrong order. And I think in later versions of the game, because bear in mind like PS1 games, it wouldn't be patched, you could they'd let you do a thing where you could actually, you know, like leave that room and come back and the boxes would have reset so you could try the puzzle again. But in the oldest version of the game, basically you were fucked because the boxes were just stuck where you... Because your character couldn't pull boxes, they could only push them or whatever it was. So if you pushed them, you know, in the wrong way too close to the wall, you were then stuck. Right. I think Nemesis might spawn here. I'm trying to remember when I last played this. Or maybe it's when you come back, but we'll worry about that in a bit. There's a zombie behind that window. Is that meant to be the police station there? Could be, because that could be kind of cool. Little bit of set dressing there, that there's a building that might be part of the RPD and there's a zombie policeman in there. Even though that's not like a window where they can grab you through that window. Depends what sort of job you do, but when I was in the old job that I left, that was one of the massive problems with it, where they... Oh, no. You know, they didn't have enough staff to cover holidays, so you permanently have problems with staff being ill or, like, you know, couldn't cover shifts if you actually needed a proper shift off. And you'll also probably not find one that's in a condition where they're actually usable, because ARFAs are awful. But yeah, they're called ARFAs, the French version, the MP5, or the original one. So the MP5 is the better quality Polish copy that's made of at least a more modern kind of rubber, not the type the French used that basically turned into a hard, brittle plastic.
Wait!
What did you do?
I had no choice. He was about to turn into a zombie. It would have been a threat, so I eliminated it.
But he was still conscious, wasn't he?
He was as good as dead.
I mean, that's
And it
pretty
took
good,
more
but
bullets to
what
kill
year
him
was
now
it
than
made?
would
Because
have
like I said,
if he had
they're
transformed.
notorious for just sort of being a shit rubber. Shame I can't just kill him now.
Not now, I'm busy.
Manager's report. Just check in case it's something to do with a puzzle. I'm just going to turn that light down a little bit. Actually, I'll just turn it off if it's not too bad for the webcam. It probably is too bad for the webcam now, but it's just a bit glaring in my eyes. I've said I am, but like I said, can't do it through here because people would, you know, fuck me over with it, because sadly that will be what will happen with YouTube. So, as I've said, I am, but it won't be happening in related to people on YouTube, unless they're people I've personally sold to before and not had any issues with. Right, is that something related to a password? But yeah, the problem is obviously if I sell through here, there'll be a lot of people that essentially just want to fuck with the channel that will do stuff. It's also why, like, I don't really like using eBay. As I said, when I do person-to-person sales, I don't mind it because it's sold as seen. The person can inspect what they're buying, you agree on a price, and that's the end of it. But like I said, the problem is with a lot of the online type sale things is just you end up with You know, where people start doing the thing of like, oh, it wasn't as you described. Like I said, that's why with the night vision unit I've sold so far, I just had to sell it to somebody I knew, even if I was selling it for less money. Oh, did I not put my phone on Do Not Disturb? No, I didn't, so now people are PMing me while I'm streaming, of course. Right, is there actually anything to do in here at the moment? If not, I'll leave and come back. Again, eBay's pretty good if you're a buyer, but the buyer protection is very much in favour of the buyer. And like I said, I know even when I bought from like people, some of them are like quite nervous about selling on eBay, just because of the fact that it's just so easy for no, there is something still to do in the sales office. Yeah, unfortunately for just for somebody to say, oh, even though, you know, it came exactly as, it wasn't as, so I want a refund and not send you the item back kind of thing. Right, computer, but is there a computer I could have interacted with? It's probably that one with a flashing screen, but... Ah, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna guess I have to guess the password, and I bet it's something to do with that advert on the TV. Was it Azure or something like that? If not, I'll, Alright, let's check what that advert was again, because it's going to be something to do with that advert. Aquacure. I'll try Aqua, because I don't know if it'd be Aquacure. But... there's not a space option anyway, is there? Aqua. Maybe just try Aquacure all as one word actually. Oh, it was just all that as one word, right. There's that load of gunpowder, but I don't have the inventory space for it at the moment. But you can't carry any more items. Oh dear. Thanks, Resident Evil inventory system. Where's the nearest safe house? Probably the one all the way back there, yeah. Right. Oh. And I haven't got anything that's easily like... no, because I've got too much ammo. Right. Back to the safe house then, and I'll dump off my, probably the shotgun and shotgun shells for now, and then just hope it isn't exactly right now that I run into Nemesis. I don't think I'm going to bother getting that gunpowder that's there, even if it gives me a load of pistol ammo. Again, I definitely like the Resident Evil 4, like, briefcase inventory management system a lot more than the old ones, where, you know, like, every item takes up the exact same size thing. So a quest item takes up the same size as a gun and ammo, etc. It's just one of those things that, you know, that's kind of a bit like non-spawning health in most games. Like, you know, they don't do that anymore. Right, so that gives me 2 inventory spaces. That should be fine. Alright, then it's just a back room. Is Nikolai still there? Is he fucked off? I assume I can't kill him. No, it just doesn't do anything. Okay. Will you take the oil additive? Yes. And then I assume I combine that with the other bit of oil. Yeah, there we go, mixed oil. So, yeah, because again, that's the annoying thing with the puzzles in this, is it'd be good if you could, if you had the other item, you know, combine them at the same time, as opposed to having to have 2 inventory spaces to then combine onto 1 slot. I wonder if when they came to this bit I could have shot that and it would have killed a load of them. Yeah, it probably would have done. Oh well. Oh well, like I said, I've still got loads of pistol ammo. I might as well actually then, while I'm here, because I'm going to be running past the direction of the safe room, take 2, combine them, because I think I can do gunpowder AA, can't I? And then I'll leave 1, but then, yeah, just do that gunpowder AA, unless I can do AAA, but don't know if that'll work. And again, you can't actually, oh I can, okay, gunpowder AAA, okay, right, good. Right, that's all just 1 item then, so when I get, then I'll just use it in the safe room. Right, so let's see if... hopefully it's not right now that Nemesis turns up. Because, otherwise I've got, like I said, only a little pistol on me. I suppose I can run to the safe room and swap for a better gun. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, okay. Right, okay, so... we'll need a proper gun for dealing with him in a second, but, just want to see what ammo this makes. Okay, loads of handgun rounds. Okay, and that's all that handgun ammo combined to one pile. Let's put the, reloading thing away. I might actually give the Magnum a try. I have a weird feeling in most of the Resident Evil games the Magnum's even more powerful than the shotgun. Is he still here or has he gone off? I think he's already gone off. Okay, put the Magnum away then. Yeah, although in Resident Evil it's weird because it's kind of like, obviously in games where you get more of a spread pattern, I can kind of get the thing that Magnum does more damage per individual shot, but you know, shotgun is a more useful overall sort of thing. But like I said, in this it's quite strange considering that, what do you call it, that, you know, I think the shotgun essentially just shoots a slug, how it works in like Resident Evil, like the older ones anyway, and like, yeah. Right, let's make sure I've got the pistol back out. Oh, I might as well do a save here again. Oh no, I don't need to do a save, do I? Because but yeah, it's like the weird thing in old games where pistols always did more damage than rifles as well, to make up for like the smaller mag and like non-automatic or whatever. Oh no, I've got that crank now, haven't I? That's what I want to be using to progress. So I want to be yeah, going that way and then using the crank down there. Yeah, and I've got the crank in my inventory. Yeah. Oh, he's still here, is he? Should have brought the fucking Magnum, shouldn't I? Oh well. Is it this alleyway I want to be doing a thing down? No. Is it this way I want to be going? Yeah, this way. And I want to be... Is it round that back bit there? Because I assume that's the restaurant in there, isn't it? Well, let's see what... No, I think the red thing's the costume shop or something that's locked. Like, always locked kind of thing. Well, that other one's still running. Out crawling. Yeah, it says door I can use, but yeah, the other one, is it even visible like it's a door there? It's locked to a solid gauge. That's not that one. It says, yeah, the door has been sealed, but I think that's like the Easter egg place where there's, the costume thing for unlocking on like how it would have been originally done on New Game Plus for unlocking the additional costumes, whatever it was. Okay, so what's in here? Just grenade launcher ammo, or do I actually get the grenade launcher? Take the grenade rounds, yes. You take the grenade rounds, yes. You take the grenade rounds, yes. But I haven't found a grenade launcher. I can't remember where in the game you get the grenade launcher. But okay, I suppose this is just a bonus area to get a load of grenade launcher ammo. So we actually want to be using the mixed oil with something. Probably nothing in Uptown, is it? Yeah, so we want to go back to downtown and not get fiddled by Nemesis on the way. I don't want to go this way, I want to go the other way. I don't see any problem with isometric sort of tank-controlled pre-rendered games like this. It's quite hard often to orientate yourself as you're moving along, like with the cameras changing, to keep a good sense of direction. Like at least in this you get a map which does show you an arrow of where your character's looking. But in, I think, like Resident Evil 1 and that, you only knew which room you were in, which was still good that you had a map, because some older games like this didn't even have maps, but... Oh, and I hear some stars again. So I definitely think I need to have this Magnum out. So I'll just fix my loadout, and then I will see if Nemesis can turn up so we can blast him. So I'll put all the grenade rounds away because we don't need them at all at the moment. But let's yeah, do Magnum and the Magnum ammo, and then figure out where I'm meant to actually be going. Yeah, although, Jay, there's that awful puzzle. Well, I say that, I really struggled with it when I was younger, the, like, water puzzle or whatever it is in the place near the end. But I think when I played this not too long ago, weirdly, like, that particular puzzle I did almost instantly. And I don't know if I just lucked out or I was being really stupid before. But when I get to that, it probably won't be on today's stream again. I'll see if I find it easy or hard to do. Yeah, it's a shame that the Resident Evil 3 remake wasn't anywhere near as good as, like this, in my opinion. Because, like, the Resident Evil 2 remake and that I found really good, but, this particular one, not so much like, the remake of it. It's not awful, but it just feels very... oh, there he is, okay. Doo-doo. Just getting bitch slapped in the face with his fucking like whatever his anti-tank thing is. Yeah, that's an annoying bit at the moment for actually seeing where he's chasing after me because of that. Still getting fucking RPG to the face. Yeah, because he looks almost like he's got a stinger or something in terms of the actual shape of it. Yeah. Yeah, although Sherlock, on some old games, on some old games, I find they are too bloody difficult. Because I think we were talking about this with people when we played TIE Fighter, not too long ago, that the problem is with some of these games now, I think, is that basically... right, we want to definitely switch away from the Magnum, because that's, like, the most expensive ammo in game, I think, in theory. Is that, what was I going to say, that... because they only really had quite a small playtesting thing. Like, you know, it was playtested by, probably developers and their families. They basically kind of knew where all the enemies were going to spawn and everything else. So they weren't actually very good at, kind of difficulty balancing their own games that way. Yeah. Like I said, outside of the Nemesis stuff, I find this the easiest Resident Evil. But like I said, it's also strange in the sense, out the old ones, but it's also weird in the sense that, like I said, that this particular one, like I said, is actually much easier on PC, in both the PC releases, than it is in the original PlayStation release, because it has the two difficulties, and like I said, I'm playing it on easy. And the only real difficulty on easy is you just start with a lot more items in the item box. So it basically means that you can just be a lot more, like, liberal with your ammo. I assume you get more hit points as well. Like saying, sometimes Nemesis can seem to one-hit KO you, but, but yeah, but I think we are having that conversation of, what was the thing of, so again, where am I meant to... oh, do I fall down a pit in a minute? Oh, yeah, quite literally. Let's jump off just to see where it goes. Oh, is this where the big frog fuckers are? Oh, and there's leeches. Oh no. Or is are the frogs in the later bit where the hospital is? I'm not sure it's actually meant to be in there. Caution, but she's not actually... I'll waste a first aid kit on that just because I've got too much stuff in my inventory box. Will you go up the ladder? Yeah, like the sort of... So that just literally leads you there. So probably jumping up. I think I've probably done jump up before on each of those, because I don't remember that little bit down there. Yeah, I've still got some of the old sort of softback, you know, the old style strategy guides. But yeah, but again, there was also lots of what we'd call quite obtuse game design sometimes in some of the old ones. So again, there's kind of different ways I think of it, because again, there's sometimes ones where, you know, I think that, yeah, some modern games are too dumbed down and some old games are too, you know, hard or whatever. But then sometimes they did just get a good mix of it when they originally did it with some of these things. Oh, yeah, I do have a green herb, good. Green herb. Right, can I combine green and red? Yeah, good. Right. So that will be for healing when I don't want to use the medic spray, so I've still got 2 healing items. And I do need to probably grab another green herb. Oh, more grenade rounds. Again, but I still don't have a bloody grenade launcher yet. An actual lawnmower, or is that a euphemism for building your project, which YouTube won't let you talk about? Ah, okay. But yeah, the problem is though, with a lot of modern game design, the ones where you can turn off the waypoints become totally unplayable without the waypoints because the quest directions and that are so bad. So like Morrowind didn't have waypoints, but in Morrowind the quest journal was very good at updating to say like, now you need to go to like this house on this street or whatever and speak to this guy. Whereas if you play Skyrim and turn the quest markers off, which you can actually do, they'll literally just tell you to speak to a certain NPC in maybe the city they're in. So it's like, alright, basically the game's unplayable without quest markers. So it's, again, it's just one of those, again, I need to get to the substation, but where the fuck do I get a battery? Maybe I'll take this oil to the trolley first. Maybe I have to go back to the trolley. Is the way to the trolley, or is that somewhere else? Yeah, I think this is the way to the trolley, wasn't it? Ah, that's not a bad saving, is it, if you don't mind doing it? Yeah, and by talking to people and stuff like that. I always thought push mowers were quite cool, but then I can also understand why lots of people, if you have a big lawn, wouldn't ever want a push mower because of how much more work it would take than an electric mower. Because, like, I'm in that sort of area where most people use the old plug-in electric mowers with the really long cables. people who mow the grass regularly get a good petrol mower or like diesel mower or whatever, and like, yeah, and I very rarely see people in my area with ride-on mowers because most places aren't big enough to, you know, warrant them. I'd have thought for $200 you could get, oh, Flymo's are banned in the US, aren't they? Isn't that one of the weird things that's banned in the US? Flymo mowers. The ones that make a little air pocket as you push them around. Because it was like something like some really stupid American would, like, decide to put their head under it or something. Yeah, I've seen one of those. I think it was in either Finland or Germany or somewhere. You know, and I thought it was pretty neat, but I suppose it's only going to work if you have a certain type of lawn where it's going to be restricted and not stolen by,
Don't come any closer!
That is low poly M67. You can play that, look. Again, like I said, this is just that plastic little toy one.
Do you have some kind of death wish?
My people, they were wiped out by these monsters. I can't stop just because I'm wounded.
But can't you see those monsters are also the victims
Right,
of
Kevin?
Umbrella?
Are you accusing me of taking it out on them? You don't seem to understand something. We're not really involved with the company. There's no reason for any of us to take responsibility for this mess.
I know that. And right now, that's the only reason why I'm trying to cooperate with you.
But yeah, I think those Roomba mowers are kind of interesting, Roomba mowers, whatever.
Sorry. I feel so useless.
Don't. You fought hard and have the wounds to prove
What
it.
was the name of the things they used to have in primary schools that were like Roombas? Were they Roombas?
My men aren't.
Don't think about that now.
Because they were like programmable things where you did like so many like things forwards, like a turn, and hang on. Yeah, one of these things we used to have in primary school. If that shows up properly for people, just alt tab to see if that shows up. Yeah, you can't see its stupid face on it with my screen brightness at the moment. Hang on, but yeah, we used to have one of those in primary school. We barely got to use it. It was like one of those things that they now and again got out. But I'm just seeing if they have an actual name, so I got interested in that now. Oh, they were called Roma robots. Yeah, but like the things don't work. But yeah. Ah, right, yeah, but so like saying so, yeah, Roomba probably made those things as well, but apparently they worked off BBC Micro or something as well. Oh, I mean, that's very interesting, Jastrapper. That's cool to know. Again, thank you for your service and all that. But yeah. So, yeah, did the British Army use those? Because I always heard weird things like where we did or didn't have those in the British Army, or the British Army did or didn't have them. You know, like with Because officially, wasn't it like the M33 grenade, like one of the variants of that Britain used, and then a Swedish, like, or like a Swiss one that's very similar to the M67. But I suppose, like, a lot of stuff, they probably just bought a load of American kit, even if they didn't give it an L whatever number. But yeah, I'm like, what the hell am I still meant to be doing with this oil I've got? Because again, the substation I can't get into without the battery, and I have absolutely no clue where to get a battery. Power source for large size machinery, but it's the other things, so I need a battery. But yeah, the thing I did find cool after I looked up stuff about the M67, it is basically one of those almost like Hollywood grenades, isn't it, that's used in everything, because obviously, because America used it for so long, it became like one of those, the media, basically, it's like the modern grenade for lots of media things. Like I said, I always like the look of, like French and Soviet F1 grenades, and again, a bit like US Mark II pineapples from World War II. And British Mills bombs, but I always like that kind of ribbed looking grenade for when I think of a grenade. But sort of any of them are like... You might just be Kevin on about in the British Army as opposed to the US. But I know that was a thing, wasn't it, Kevin, as well, that you basically just threw one like that. Like I said, because the wrong way, essentially, is only if Hearts and Minds thing for clearing a building is actually, you know, having to sweep the doorways and everything, because of how risky it is for your own men. Just chucking them through doorways is a much better option than... Okay, Valgear, I have a weird feeling I might be subscribed to him actually, but you know, one of those channels I've not looked at in ages, or YouTube hasn't actually shoved their videos into my feed despite the fact I'm subscribed. Again, I have no clue where I'm meant to be going on at the moment. Yeah, again, like I said, it's kind of weird to me how big the radius is on that, because then people are saying to me, oh, but some other grenades have, like, a bigger filling than this. But I think apparently it's a combination of just the type of filler with the type of shell. And again, it's not like it's a uniformly big kill radius, but if you are in that radius, there could be a big chunk of shrapnel going in that direction. Because I think one of the things with F1s is it's not many chunks of shrapnel, but they go really far or something, because they stay fairly big. Again, where am I meant to be getting battery? Because again, it definitely keeps saying I need to go to the substation, but maybe if I try going to this place again over here, there might be, what was I going to say, something might have changed in that road, and like a barricade might be open. So yeah, let's go to, so where am I now? Yeah, let's go... Not down here. Let's go this way. Alright, which bit did I say I was going to go down? Right, not down here, was it? It was... I need to go to that bit, so... I think as well, isn't it? It's the thing like in certain armies, like the amount of people that even see combat, because so many people are involved with logistics and things like that, they could have served for however many years and never even seen combat, so then it's a similar thing of... Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I would not want to be near an F1 at all, like I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, from what I understand, from when I've been trying to look this up as scientifically as I can find actual kind of like research papers on it, something like the M67 has a really, really well machined frag layer where the lethal radius is very even and spherical. This thing, it's got a much bigger kill radius, but the kill radius is really kind of like throwing a dice where it goes. Again, you wouldn't want to be near any of these things when they go off, but... And I did... I'm trying to think whose thing it was. Was it Ukraine or somewhere else? Where they've actually designed a grenade that's quite cool. Where, I think I mentioned this in the video, where there's like, they're actually like kind of screw-in grenades. Where you screw one grenade into another, into another, into another, and then just add the fuse to it, depending on how big you want it. Right, oh, so I was going to grab the other green herb, wasn't I, while I was here? Again, I think it's the thing of prepping. It's like, yeah, if you're in America, you're probably on a lot of ammo, but you probably just want a lot of food and medicine as well. And actually get range time in with your gun or whatever to use it. Because, again, this is the thing, is like, because I haven't like shot a crossbow in ages. And it's one of those things where, when you get rusty with something like that, you'll surprise somehow how shit you are after a bit. Right, I'm still trying to figure out how to get to that bloody substation. See, I thought it would be a case of going down the elevator, but I'd need the battery for that. And it's almost telling me, like, I'd get the battery at the substation, but I can't get to the substation without the battery. Alright, and there's definitely nowhere else on the, yeah, so not the police station. I'm in downtown at the moment, and the only place in downtown that's currently blue is the substation. I bet it's going to be something really obvious when I figure out what I'm doing wrong. And then in Uptown, there's nowhere, is there, that I haven't looked at. The only locked place in Uptown is that place that's like the Easter egg place. Right, so let's first go to where that bit is again, then I'll go back to the bit in the garage and see if I can, or wherever it is there, parking lot, and see if there's just something really obvious I'm missing. So I want to go not in this way, but... And it's like, because again, it's like, depends on the war as well, that in the Korean War, there were men that went through huge amounts of ammo if they were ones that survived, like the Chinese, you know, and like North Korean human wave tactics. You know, where they were actually burning the barrels out on their guns, essentially, because of all the men they were having to mow down. But again, it's just, yeah, one of those sort of very strange things to think about, really, for me. Again, it's like when my granddad was alive, he said World War II was some of the worst and best years of his life. You know, I guess because some of it is horrible combat and seeing, you know, people you know die, and some of it is just fucking goofing around with other lads. Again, I'm just trying to bloody work out where I'm, because I know, again, it said when I was in there, oh, there's a battery, but that's not a battery. I'm just going to actually have to Google this, because I'm getting really annoyed at this now, not being able to figure out. Again, I'm sure I've tried that door there, but let's let's actually, yeah, before I Google it, what was the button to change the floor I was on? 'Cause I did it in the police station, didn't I? Oh, that's just up and down. Okay. Because I was just wondering if it's maybe upstairs in that building, because we had a Nemesis bit in there, but maybe I missed it, and I can't see it flashing blue because I'm not in it. If I can't find it in there, then I will Google where to get the battery. Because, like I said, it's just one of those things that's annoying me a bit now. The fact I never think I've had this issue playing this game before, finding the battery. Yeah, I can imagine that's completely true, yeah. Right, so which place I want to go? Through there and then... yeah, along there and up. Yeah, so basically through the restaurant around the back. I've already got that stuff, but I didn't think it let me interact with it at the moment. I need to get the battery to put in the thing to get to the substation, or whatever it is, where I need to provide power to the trolley, I'm assuming it is. But again, it's just where the map normally glows to tell you you've missed like a key item somewhere. Like I said, I'm going to check upstairs in this other place, just in case it was something obvious where I missed in this other building. If not, I will, like I said, I'm just going to Google it. So like I said, I don't think I ever had any issue finding the battery last time I played this. Again, I think that door's locked from the other side, because it only unlocks if you jump out the window when Nemesis is there. Right, so I can't currently see what's upstairs in here. Okay, that fire doesn't hurt you good. It's just a visual thing. And annoyingly, when I'm in a room, it will be flashing now, so I won't be able to see if it's one I want. But let's have a good look around here, just in case. No, I don't think there's a battery in here. Alright, I'll Google it. Hang on. So... Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Where to find... the battery. Oh, that's the top result. So apparently other people are struggling. No, not the remake. No, RE3, the original. Okay, so battery, key item. Right. So it's located inside the statue of Mayor Michael Warren at the City Hall. For use, Jules needs to set the future compass to the statue hand. After that, it will turn around and the battery can be picked up. Future compass. Okay, do I have that? Yes, I do. Okay, so I just didn't realise I was meant to be... Is that the one that's shot from like the grenade launcher tubes, the V40? Because again, I don't actually know the terms for all that many of the grenades. And especially because obviously, like I said, the problem is a lot of nations give them different names, even if it's the same bit of equipment. The ones I always find pretty insane, I know the US and like Russia both have the equivalent of them, but you see them used in videos in Ukraine, is the automatic grenade launchers. So not like even like the bloop tube type ones or the underbarrel ones, but like the ones that like are literally a machine gun for firing grenades. Right, so I need the nearest safe house to here, and then I need to... Right, so yeah, I literally just need to turn around. If I've... Yeah, I've not got it on me at the moment. Right, so... Alright, cool, yeah, I was saying I didn't actually know the designation for it, but like I said, there's... I've always thought they're pretty cool. And like I said, I suppose they can be fired upwards as well, can't they? Like sort of a short-range mortar. Something like that. Sort of... I liked them in Armour 2. Is this the safe room? Right, so what I want now is... I'm going to put this back in here. What I want is... let's get that out and combine it in a second, but I also want the bronze compass. I'm assuming I never had a problem with this puzzle before, because I somehow must have just instantly just tried the compass on the statue. And it might be because I did the compass bit, didn't I, on that statue just before I went off last time. So it might be that if I read, like, oh, yes, it's because I think you take the book from him and then it says he needs the compass. But like I said, that's the thing with some of these games. That's why I kind of don't mind objective logs a little bit. I'm just going to pause this a second while I have a bit more orange juice. Because, like, at least then it gives you a rough idea of what you're meant to be doing if you've come back after not playing it for a few days or whatever. And you're like, wait, what was I doing in this? Oh, more green. Oh, it can hold something in its hand, but yeah, see, I wouldn't have gathered that from that because I took the book out of its hand, but yeah. And now he's showing me his arse and I can take a battery out of his arse, okay. Right, while I'm here, I'll grab another green herb. Combine 2 here, and then grab another green herb. Can I combine 1 into 3, can't I? And then I can use the other one to fill up, yeah, that 1 slot. Actually, I'll check first if she's slightly injured, because I don't think you can use the herbs if you're at full health. Yeah, so I was slightly injured, so that's fine. Right, that still gives me 1 free inventory slot. Yeah, well, I remember, because again, we didn't have the internet till I was like an early teenager, because before that we had them, but I wasn't allowed on it till I was a certain age, and only for like a certain amount of time because of the cost, and you know, other people couldn't use the phone. So yeah, most of the time back in the day, yeah, it was, you just kept spamming every like button on everything in like old puzzle games until you found your solution. But yeah, because I can certainly remember, like, I must have had loads of old, like, CD-ROM adventure games where, you know, I literally would keep spamming, like, every button on every little thing, like a Monkey Island type game, you know, to try and eventually brute force through puzzles. And again, some of those were fiendishly difficult with their, like, really stupid solutions to puzzles. Yeah, I suppose, but that depends if you got it, like, brand new in the proper, cardboard box. I don't think all of them did. And like I said, a lot of the time, I wouldn't have got, like, brand new games. I'd have got games where, you know, like, we might get a second-hand game from a charity shop, or, like, Game, or wherever. And if it was just a little jewel case, or whatever they called them. Oh yeah, it's that one. That's not the door I want. I want to go up the ramp and then the battery goes in the thing up. Yeah, an isometric sort of view. The games I like the most now are games that I can keep going back to for the most part and just play a bit every now and then and get a load of enjoyment out of. Yeah, that's why, again, you need quite a lot of ammo in Nemesis, unless you're, like, really good at running past the zombies. But yeah, compared to RE1 and 2, like I said, this is definitely, you can see where the action started coming into the Resident Evil games a lot more here. Can I interact with that explosive thing? Whatever it's meant to be. Okay, so that's the door to the substation I can't use, but I can use this. So this is in the remake, isn't it, where she gets, like, face fucked by, like, the weird egg thing. But I don't remember that being a thing in the original game. Like saying, you had the Drain Demios, whatever they're called, like those crawling things. I think in this one it might just be a puzzle, isn't it, in here? There's a transformer that supplies power to the facility. It seems to be set to auto mode. Okay. Be sure to set the power to manual mode. The old system is prone to short circuits. Be careful not to let it exceed maximum levels. Will you set the device to manual mode? Yes. Oh, some combining things there where I've barely got any inventory space to combine them. The rusty knob won't turn. An emergency exit, but it won't open. Great. What a great emergency exit. Will you push the switch? Right, so am I meant to be overloading it, or just, like, trying to get it to the end without overloading it? Right, red. Does it say on there which does ×2 or not? Second switch, blue. First switch, red. Fourth switch, blue. Nothing happened. So I'm meant to obviously have it under a certain value, aren't I? Or maybe up to a certain value. Yeah, my favourite era of gaming was like the early to mid 2000s Rajiv, as in like 2000 to maybe 2007 at the latest. Am I meant to get the value to exactly 50 on the other side? Or let's just try and make the value as high as possible. So red makes it go up, blue makes it go down, I assume. Red. 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 No, okay. Blue. 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 Now let's do red. No. I'm really hoping GTA 6 is good, but, you know, I don't want to hope too much for games anymore. Right, so that makes 0. I'm assuming that it's some combination that makes 50, isn't it? I heard Crimson Desert was really, really popular, but I'm not going to risk getting it till, Oh, is that saying it now will times 2 the number on the left? Or is it just saying that's step 1? No, because that's not times 2. That, is it? Let's try blue at the very end. Oh, okay, it was meant to be 120, was it? Okay, I don't know why the number was meant to be 120, but... Again, some of the puzzles in this, I don't really get how you're meant to solve them, other than just spamming the buttons till they work. Oh, so this is where I will take the Magnum, but this is where I would have found the Magnum if I wasn't playing on easy and or not doing a new game plus. Let's raise the power. Watch them sizzle. Oh, so I can't use the emergency exit now because, what was I going to say? I didn't, apparently that's just safe to touch now. Yeah, that's why the Americans, I suppose, had that cool thing, wasn't it, Jay, in the, Vietnam War? Was it called the Mule or whatever? That, weird little, it's just a huge load-bearing kind of trolley thing, isn't it? Like a little kind of powered, I think that was specifically for moving recoilless rifles around and stuff like that. So yeah, in the remake, sorry, in the original, there's not, that bit isn't full of things. Oh, I still need to do something in the substation. It's flashing blue. Yeah, well, like I said, they're just one of those cool vehicles, when you see, lots of military vehicles, you're like, oh, that's just a thing for, moving, kind of a bit like a forklift for, Right, do I interact with something in here? Maybe I have to just turn the power back on that other switch. Oh, low voltage. All right, so I need to get between. Oh, I see. So if I'd have examined that other door, it would have told me the voltage I needed to get in there. Right. So blue, blue. Red. No, that's still too high. Let's do red, red, blue, blue. Red, red, blue, blue. Ah, look, I got it right. I think its nickname was the Mule, but it probably had an M number, knowing the US. But it's kind of like... Yeah, like a golf buggy with no, roof on it. It's kind of just like a flat golf buggy. So some Korean would find that really interesting if they found that, I guess. Will you take the fuse? Okay, I've got a fuse. Right. Right, so... The zombie's distraction. I was actually meant to be getting a fuse. Was it the trolley needing a fuse, or is the fuse for something else before I can even do the trolley? The trolley's still not flashing. Alright, cool, yeah. I might have a look after the stream, but yeah. Again, I thought I'd probably be able to do something like explosive that's there, but... or whatever it's meant to be, because it's blatantly an object you're meant to look at, but... I was going to say, if it's from India, I was going to say like a tuk-tuk or whatever, but probably not a tuk-tuk, is it, if it's like a jeep? Or a rickshaw or whatever. Is it that way? I mean, I don't know again where I'm meant to be going, other than maybe heading to the trolley. I don't know, but, like, again, like, it's like Land Rover Defenders. I really like the look of the older, like, smaller Land Rover Defenders. Because, again, we were driving behind one on the dual carriageway the other day. I thought, oh, that's, like, you know, not one of, like, the modern SUV-looking sort of Land Rovers, but the proper old-fashioned ones that actually look like a proper vehicle. Again, I have no idea where I'm meant to be using this fuse. Mahindra. Right, I have to look that up at some point. Yeah, so again, that's an item for the cable car, isn't it? Oh yeah, they keep calling it a cable car. What's the real name for it? I'm trying to think of its name. A trolley, like a. Oh, hello. Ah, so a proper manual vehicle. Most cars in the UK are stick shift. Am I meant to, That's a grave digger, if I remember the name of it. Oh, is there a switch there I have to press? Oh yeah, will you push the switch? Yes. Yeah, I don't want to get nommed by the big knob monster. Not one drop of water on Arrakis. The spice must flow. Oh, fuck you, bloody. Oh, I'm nearly dead. I don't know if you can actually kill this here, or if it's only later in the game you can kill it. Again, this is the problem with camera angles in these sort of games, is I can't really see if it's there or not to go down that bit of the tunnel. Get out. No. I better use the... Oh, no, I've used that. Oh, I'm fucked, don't I? Let's just see if I can kill it with a magnum. No, I'm dead. Got nommed by a worm. Again, I don't think I've ever died in this bit before. I suppose what you probably ought to do is just slam the switches as soon as you land in that bit. Right, load game.
Resident Evil.
So... What was the most recent save number? 19, Shopping District. Right, please say I saved after getting the fuse. I can't remember if I did or not. No, I don't want to use that. No, but I've got the battery, so all I need to do is just do the substation again, don't I? I might then take the magnum bullets, because I'm going to be finding the magnum in the substation. And I might as well actually put the oil and the cable in the crate, because I don't need that till I go to repair the trolley, do I? So I'll just get them from the nearest safe room to, that anyway. Yeah, let's get another health thing then, just in case. Right, okay. Let's try this again. So from here, I need to go essentially just south. So and yeah, I'll make sure I use a save point after getting the battery this time, in case I just happen to die again to a worm or something. No, not that way. That way. Yeah, because I haven't put the battery in yet, have I? That's why. Again, Toyota Hilux is the basically technical of choice, isn't it? Or used to be for everybody that wanted a technical. Flatbed that lets you mount machine guns and you know, grab type things, or ZU-23s. Tell you what, this time, shall we not fry the zombies and see what happens if we run out? Well, it's going to be annoying if I then just have to manually shoot all those zombies. But because we have a save, we might as well see what happens, I guess. Right, so the first one I was meant to be getting quite high, wasn't I? But I can't remember how high. Right, does it say what the voltage needs to be? 115 to 125 volts, okay. Yeah, I hope you don't have any ticks in your lawn, because they're not very nice if they bite you. No, it's still too high. Maybe it was blue, blue, red, red. I can't remember, because it's said, if I'm trying to get to about 120 volts. Yeah, that's still too high. Not too low. I can't even remember what the combination I did when I first did this. Alright, Rich, been playing this a while, I'll play a bit longer. That's still too low, so... I got eaten by a worm. This sounds familiar to me. Was this where, like, it still had his logo and all that embossed on the side? Like, where it had been sold and then that Hilux ended up... It sounds familiar. It sounds like something I have seen before, but I just can't, off the top of my head, Oh, okay, so it was literally, like, alternating them. Ready to take the Magnum, yes. Right, this time I'll just see what happens if I run away. Just because, like I said, even though popping their heads is quite fun, we might as well see what the other decision does. I suppose that's one sort of advertisement, isn't it? But, oh no, I still have to go in there. So yeah, clearly electricity is the better choice for that one. It's like, what I want to do when I eventually get to the end game place is jump off the bridge, because every time I've played this before I've done push Nemesis off. But I'm actually quite interested in seeing, yeah, so clearly the shittest option is just, use the emergency exit, because, you just have to manually kill the zombies and waste your ammo and health. No, so we want to get, was it like to 15 to 25 volts or something this time? No, I did that first time. Yeah, it might be that with most of the bits in this, there's like a good and like a less good choice. Because I think with some of them, they are just side grades. But yeah, it might be with some of them that you end up just having to, you know, redo the same bit. Right, we've got the fuse for the trolley. And we got my Magnum. And again, don't really have room to take that stuff. So yeah, there's nothing to pick up in here. Is that just literally, yeah, literally, pointless corridor. Yeah, so, that one was clearly one where popping the zombies' heads was the better option. And oh yeah, this was the, thing removed. I need to still got the plugs in it, but yeah, put the plugs back in. That thing where I've removed the hood from it. So it's actually just like a half-face respirator now. So like I said, the problem is the foil hood on that is actually the weak part of that rather than the, yeah, I suppose it makes sense because they're just really well built, aren't they? And, yeah, handle very rough roads and, yeah, you can store whatever in the back. Right, so I need to use a safe room before I forget in a minute. So, I'll use that safe room there, look. Because, yeah, I really should have used that last time and I didn't. Oh, is this where Nemesis ambushes you in here? Because maybe, because before I've had Nemesis attack me in here, but I don't think it happened this playthrough. Oh. It might be with some of the ones, like if you do one choice, Nemesis turns up somewhere else or whatever in one of the places. Yeah, I've never had to fight him in a helicopter. I've always had... He always dies in the corridor to me. But yeah, so I don't know which decisions would change that. Again, because like saying... It's obviously that some of the things make more effects on the game than you'd think. But like I said, the problem is some of them are... it's probably saying that, Rich. It's probably pushing him off is the one that results in him... getting killed. Pushing Nemesis off is what gets Nemesis when he gets him from the ceiling. And then it's, yeah, probably that if you, yeah, if you jump off yourself, it's probably that, yeah, you have to fight Nikolai in a helicopter. Maybe that's it. Right, with this one, I will, what have I got in my inventory? Because although I need the bits to get to the trolley with, it's probably worth having more healing items, isn't it, on me at the moment for that fucking worm. So, bitch, I've got my magnum. Oh, I'm getting redeemed. Oh, I can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up. Yeah, I think I got sort of just combination locks there. Good thing I saved there, wasn't it? Or I'd been pretty pissed off if I did that bit for a third time. Again, I didn't die to Nemesis before, but because I just ran past him. But...
Resident Evil.
There's probably a guide somewhere, like I said, online that shows you each choice and what it does. Because like I said, with some of them, it probably is that there's much better choices that... So it saved 20 on. You know, it's like with that one, popping the zombies' heads with the electricity, that is clearly the better option. Because one means you don't use up any ammo and you just kill the zombies instantly. The other is that you just have to come back, kill the zombies, to then do the same puzzle anyway. Might as well just run past Nemesis, hadn't I, again this time? Again, yeah, probably ought to not waste my magnum ammo. Because again, if it uses up nearly all the ammo to kill him, then he still keeps coming back later, there's not much point. With this bit... I might as well run up this way and see what happens this way, because when I ran that way, that was when I fell down that pit, wasn't it, with the gravedigger? Stars. Whoa. Nemesis... Oh, I'm trapped. Whoops, that was a dumb choice, wasn't it? Oh, he didn't actually come into that little bit to... Hello. No, do not redeem. Get out, you stupid bin. Yeah, Nemesis enforcing Sharia law. Where is your head covering? Yeah, so this entire bit, but I was wondering then if you could actually like avoid falling down it if you was slow or whatever. Right, so I need to hit the switches, don't I? When the giant worm appears. Shia Lube. Or Shia Lube or whatever it was. Shai Halud. See, this is what I probably hadn't had it up happening before, was it just, I just timed it well like that. Right, okay, where am I now? Ah, right by the trolley. Or the, whatever you want to call it, the, tram, I suppose is the word they probably use. The fat controller says, this is late. Oh, I need to go get my other bits from the supply box now, don't I? So I have the, fuse. I don't need to use this right now. Why not? I thought this is where the components go. Oh, I see, it's in this panel. Right, so now I need to get back to a safe room somewhere, which I can get access to, and get my other bits, like the cable and whatever, to finish fixing it up. Yeah, survival horror game, Andrew. This is a bit more action-y than the first two Resident Evils, and again, these are like not the remake versions, these are the original Resident Evils. But yeah, Resident Evil 1 and 2 are proper survival horrors. This is kind of more of a horror game in some ways, because Nemesis chases you around. But it's, I'm assuming that I see, yeah, so that makes a path there, because to say otherwise you'd be soft locked and you wouldn't be able to get back. If I couldn't have got the controls for the trolley, or the safe room, but, alright, hopefully Nemesis has fucked off for a bit, so I can just, get the, whatchamacallit? Stuff from the safe room, it's in this direction, isn't it? But yeah, so it's called survival horror. Like, it's not a survival game as in, like, although it has very basic item crafting. It's not like, you know, one of those you craft a shelter and that kind of survival game. It's, yeah, survival horror in the old school sense, where you literally have to go through a game where you're horribly outmatched by the enemies by, you know, being very careful with the ammo, because if you fuck your ammo up in this, you die, basically. Because, yeah, again, you can probably soft lock yourself quite easily in games like this if you, again, just, like, shot loads of ammo off at one point and then we're like, oh, I can't get past all these enemies now. So again, I can kind of see why some games went to that design choice of, like, okay, there's always an ammo box that will give you more supplies in, like, one area to help you get to the next bit kind of thing, rather than, yep, so we just want to get to the trolley. Oh, and unsurprisingly, tomorrow's video is about the taco of last night. That nearly up to 1 AM or whatever it was, we're going to bomb them, we're going to wipe out their civilization, and then as soon as we think, oh, 2 more weeks, it's the 2 more weeks as usual. So I want the back of the tram for the, or maybe it's actually meant to be going that way. Oh, I don't think it does it? I think the controls are on the other side. So it's just like, oh, we can't get through the fire without, Alright, if I'd have known earlier, I'd have obviously used those components there to have got the, you know, like,
looks like we're ready to go.
Tram repaired
Here,
earlier.
take this.
Will you take the flame rounds? Yes, but I still don't have a grenade launcher to bloody use them in.
Okay. Nikolai won't be joining us.
I understand. I'll operate the cable car. Let's go.
Cable car. We're going to the Schloss Adler.
It's looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, the chud, nothing ever happens, yeah.
Mikhail!
Cutscene. Oh, not again. I thought you should have done the cutscene by now. It says I'm fine. Alright, I guess I'm going to use my magnum. Wait.
Get out of the cable car now!
Yeah, this is what I thought he was
Mikhail,
going to
wait,
do.
don't!
Get out of here! Hurry!
Get out of here, stalker. He looks a lot younger now. He looked like an old man before, where he was injured. No, that one isn't actually an M67 grenade. Unlike the guy earlier who had M67 grenades.
Mikhail.
No! The brakes are out!
Jump out the window. It's an emergency brake. Oh, shall we jump out the window? I don't think I've done that one before.
It's useless.
I think it's just like the generic looking grenade, isn't it, for various fillings, and then it depends on what's written on the side. Sounds like she's getting off there. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've done jumping out the window before. I think I've always done the brake. Yeah, and that's why it basically doesn't do anything, like, again, this decision, because it means that, oh, I've just spawned slightly outside, rather than, you know, leaving through the broken front door. Ah, those are flamming zombies. Okay. Can we just leave them to burn up? Yeah, it's like a lot of the UK places where the policing budget is spent on mean things people say online rather than actual, you know, actual crime. Again, I still haven't got a grenade launcher yet. And because grenade launcher ammo is getting more and more common, I'd have thought the game would have given it to me by now. Unless it was in some place I missed, but I wouldn't have thought I'd have missed it because we've looked basically everywhere for the items for that battery earlier. Right, let's use up the last of the assault rifle ammo. Yeah, it's because he's like burned. Or, no, isn't Tentacle Arm once he shot the helicopter down? I thought, Rich. I thought it was where, because I thought it was the, he shoots the thing down while he's still in, like, Form 1. Spoilers, everyone. The rescue helicopter. And then there's, like, a bit there where you fight him, isn't there? And then he maybe gets the, tentacles. Will you take the clock tower key? Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jill does get tentacled though, because that's why Carlos has to go to the hospital or find the vaccine or whatever it is, isn't it? Again, I can't remember which bits are in the remaster and which bits are in the original now. Well, I'm pretty sure Jill does get tentacled in this, doesn't she? Because again, it's a game made by Japanese people, so... Oh, sexy lady, have a tentacle. Tentacle. I'd assume US dollars, Sherlock. Okay, so I needed that key anyway to simply progress. I think there's spiders in here, isn't there? Oh, I mean, that's Carlos at the moment.
Well, we both managed to survive. Maybe we can start helping each other again.
Yeah, it's been rough. But we can rest now.
No, we're the only ones left. There's no rest for the wicked. Here's a gift for you.
Again, more grenade rounds, and I don't have a grenade launcher. I don't need an ink ribbon, because I'm playing on easy, where you get unlimited ink ribbons. But, you're right, Blades Military anyway, but yeah. Put your hands together to pray before the goddess. I like, oh, let's help each other. Oh, Lord, just run off. It's locked. The God of Time. It's quite similar to the Devil May Cry stuff that will come later, isn't it? Like, oh, it's Kronos. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Caleb. Yeah, so just to pause this. Yeah, so this I can't demonstrate it with an actual imitation firearm on the stream because of YouTube policies. But yeah, so this teenager, literally, apparently was angry that they didn't put enough packets of mayo or something that he ordered in his takeaway bag. So he threatened to kill the clerk by putting a fake gun to his head, but obviously the clerk didn't know it was a fake gun. Because that's the kind of people we have in this country. Oh, they forgot a sauce sachet out of my bag. It's why I think whoever it was the other day was saying why the Waffle House you know, employees in America all have Kevlar vests and whatever. Because it's because of fuckers like that you fucked up my order, now I'm gonna fuck you up. I just have asked if I could have a freebie if they got my order wrong, you know. I suppose you could go to prison for years if you would rather do that, you know. Yeah, well, yeah, it was you, Kevin, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I was just thinking of it like from the Terminator. Do you know customers always write, wrong? So yeah, if I didn't do the other bit with the tram, I'd have just started here, I think. I think that's the only difference. Oh, good herbs. Right. I'm just going to keep them as single uses for now. Because I don't want to, although I'm going to have to put the grenade launcher rounds away, aren't I? In a safe room, because I don't have a grenade launcher to use them through. I'm just going to actually look it up. I've probably already missed it. The Master of Unlocking, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when he gave me the grenade launcher rounds, it should have been, these are really effective, what's it, against living things, or whatever he says. And it's like, oh, well, thanks, Barry, we're not fighting living things in this game. They're all dead. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Grenade launcher location. Oh, I could have found it in the filing cabinet of the STARS office early on, even though I thought I looked everywhere in the STARS office. Or the substation. Well, it definitely wasn't in the substation, was it? Because I got the Magnum there. It's a Heckler and Koch grenade launcher. Alright, great. So I've missed that then. So all this grenade ammo is fucking useless. Okay, so yeah, I missed it in there, and that's why the Magnum spawned in the substation. The grenade launcher is a powerful weapon, second only to Magnum in damage. Thank you, game. So I've got all the ammo for the second most powerful weapon, or what second most powerful weapon? Yeah, it turned into Cop's version of Detroit, but without RoboCop in it. I saw there was a news thing today that there was a police officer that nearly had his head chopped off just down the road from me, where my granddad used to live. Again, the soundtrack sounds a bit like Devil May Cry in here as well. Right, let's go to the item box and put away all these things I can't use. But yeah, so yeah, some cops were arresting some like teenagers or something, and then one pulled out a machete and tried to hack the cop's head off, and like luckily he like missed the first swing, and then like other cop tackled him before he got the second swing in, because the police, for whatever the reason, those police vests aren't the ones with the neck protection. They're just the ones that, you know, cover your shoulder like that. And that's also, again, like, I know because we're so soft on crime now in this country, it probably won't be the case. But I was going to say, that's like, let's throw your life away for the sake of, oh, I'm probably going to get arrested by this cop for, like, a bit of weed on me or whatever it was. So let me throw my life away now by trying to machete a cop's head off. But, yeah, I mean, thankfully, because like I said, I don't think all police are bad. These, you know, cops did come out on the right side of it. But I bet you the criminal system isn't going to give this guy very long. I wonder if it says how long they got actually in the article. Let me have a look. But yeah, like I said, I bet it'll be like here. Oh, we'll have to let him out after just a year in prison because he is a victim of right-wing thuggery and the racist tropes of our government. So the previous government. So he had to. That's why he did it. It was on the front page of the BBC earlier, but it's not there now. Let me set it to Oxford. And see if it's on there. Machete attack PC gets bravery award. Yeah, he had been carrying a 16-inch machete, the guy. He went for me twice in the neck, yeah, and he missed, and the other guy punched a knife out of his hand. Oh, one of them did get a cut, though, on his side from machete. I don't know if it said what happened to the people, though. Yeah, it doesn't actually say in this article how long they got. Maybe it's not gone through the courts yet. No, I haven't seen a Ripley rail. Is that based on Ripley from Aliens, or just a completely unrelated thing? Oh, that's kind of cool, Sherlock. I mean, well, good that you weren't arrested for it as well, and all that, but, yeah, right, so, tell you what, actually, I'll keep the rifle on me just to use up all the rifle ammo. Let's just save again while I'm in. I'll stay on for another 20-odd minutes, and then I'll head off, because, like I say, it's my granddad's funeral tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be on at all, because I might not feel up to it, and obviously a lot of the day I am going to be seeing family and that, so but like I said, it might be earlier on in the day, because I can't remember what time we're leaving here. I might do a stream earlier in the day if I'm feeling up to it, because at least I'll not be too down. And cheers, Brown Streaking, yeah, cheers, Rajiv. But I said he was 101 and everything, so good age, but do miss him. Right, so we go in this way, and then... But yeah, what was I going to say? But yeah, so yeah, but again, guy getting 3 years probably out in one for threatening to blow a guy's head off with a fake gun in a, yeah, like a little KFC equivalent because, oh, you forgot the mayo out my bag. Yeah, it's like I said, I had the false accusations made against me with, like I said, all the radioactive stuff, and had the cops around here. And again, that was somebody who reported me from YouTube because they didn't like my channel, because that's the way people do it. Now, is there spiders upstairs? So I remember there being spiders around this area. Oh yeah, there's one. Fucking spider on the roof. Crikey, mate, that's a big one. it could be worse. You could have one of those spider hairs in your mouth. Oh, it's got little shitty spiderlings coming out at me. For fuck's sake. At least the little ones don't poison you. Can't see if I'm hitting them all, and that one's there distracting in the way. Oh, there it is. Right, fuck you. Yeah, exactly. I like Webley's a lot. I mean, I like the Lien field a lot as well. Oh, that's got like a fucking egg sack thing all over it as well. Oh, yeah, little spider cunts. Where did that other one go? Oh, there he is. Oh, wait, why is there one dead over here? Oh, there. Did I just manage to hit two by, like, pure chance? Oh, there's fucking jumping spiders. Crocky. Yeah, it's why spiders and scorpions used to be absolutely huge, didn't they, in like prehistoric times, whatever it was. But that's why they can't be that big now, because they can't breathe in our atmosphere or whatever it is. But Goliath birdies are still pretty damn big. But again, the funny thing of spiders is generally the big, scary, hairy looking ones are actually the least dangerous ones. It's the little tiny fuckers, like with scorpions, that are the really poisonous, deadly ones. If they're big, they're not really that dangerous, is a general rule. With scorpions, it's the, you look at the size of the pincers compared to the size of the stinger on the tail. I think this is a proper use of an AR. Shooting little bastard spiders. Oh, that's my AR basically out of ammo. Yeah, there we go. Right, I can finally put that in the chest again when I next get to a thing with a chest. Am I slightly injured now? Oh no, that is green, fine, isn't it? I've seen the videos of those just deleting spiders. Jabbar Fofi. No, I'm going to look up what this is. Sounds like something out of Star Wars. Jabbar Fofi. Jabbar Fofi. Congolese giant spider is a cryptid said to inhabit the Congo inhabit the Congo forest, described by locals and some explorers 1.5 meters leg span arachnid. So it would be like a much bigger Goliath bird eater. It's because there's pictures here of just Goliath bird eaters and like weird crabs that people like saying as So yeah, apparently, according to some cryptids chart, it would be, yeah, about that big compared to a person. So yeah, that literally would be the Resident Evil spiders. Well, I mean, yeah, the scorpions are like evolutionary built really well, because they're like armoured and they have the pincers in front and they have the stinger at the back. Yeah, I'm in a clock tower, but not the clock tower series, Brown Streak. That's a different series to this. Right. Will you push the switch? Yes. Stars. See, the funny thing is, I think that is the better choice there than the other one. Because use the cord is where you electrocute him, but I don't think it actually kills him for that thing. I think it just stuns him, you know, and he then gets back up. Oh, we might as well get a red hood and combine it with that green one while I'm here. You take red herb? Yes. Yeah, centipedes. I do not like centipedes. They're way worse than spiders. Also, another weird creature is the whip scorpion, which is kind of like a spider slash scorpion in one. It looks like a spider with scorpion's claws. I mean, they're all arachnids anyway, technically, like related family structures, but yeah. I mean, if they had the Martini Henry, I think the Martini Henry would be pretty good for dealing with these bastards that you're on about. Oh, clock tower map. I suppose that's kind of useful. Alright, what else is around here then? Clock tower music box. Yeah, that's really in tune. That could be very true, but yeah, like I said, insect... But again, millipedes don't look as bad as centipedes to me. It's probably because millipedes are more, actually are more often in the animal world, less likely to be poisonous, aren't they, or whatever, compared to centipedes. I've been poisoned. Yeah, I have, alright. At least I know that there was blue herbs in here. Again, yeah, it seems a better way they did the blue herbs in this one, that just near some of the poison enemies, there's a blue herb kind of permanent thing where you can just use them to, yeah, now I'm fine again. Right, according to this, was there, so there's a safe thing, I think that's... Is that right at the top of the clock tower, that safe thing? Because you probably need the ladder to go down, wouldn't you, to get that? But there's another safe room there. I'll use that other safe room, then I'll go off in a minute. Because like I said, I've been on since about 5 PM, haven't I? So, been on over 2 hours, I think. Oh yeah, 2.5 hours, basically. But yeah, I can definitely see where some of the influence with some of the Devil May Cry stuff came with the music here and like some of the architecture thing. There's not any puppets you play in here though. But, right, I can get rid of the rifle now because don't need that. I could pick up the shotgun when I'm next playing, because there was that shotgun ammo, wasn't there, in the let's put the first aid spray, isn't there? Yeah, and then take the shotgun ammo, because there was that shotgun ammo in the hall, so that'd be a good place to I don't have any other handgun ammo, do I, to load in? No. Oh, I've got a shotgun with 7 rounds. Oh, never mind, keep some. Right, anyway, I'll save and be off here. Is there anything to pick up here? Oh, there's ammo for making stuff, and is that another key in there or something? Clock T key. Yeah, so it's for some of the other rooms, isn't it, in the clock tower? Right, save here, and then so yeah, I might or might not be on tomorrow, and I can't really tell you the time, because like I said, I'll either be on very early before going to the funeral, or if I feel up to it, I might be on in the evening. But like I said, I can't really guarantee that I'll be on or not. So, yeah, anyway, have a good evening, everyone, and like I said, And then after the next few days, I should be getting back to doing more regular videos again. But like I said, at the moment, obviously with some of the stuff going on, obviously I'm doing family stuff, so that sort of comes first. So, yeah, let's quit this, and then I'll stop the stream properly. Yeah, that does not sound fun. Big red centipedes. Not much fun in Stalingrad, no. Yeah, again, still playing on a PS5 controller because it works much better than the keyboard controllers in that game. Right, yeah, so see you all, have a good evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I may or may not be on tomorrow. Right.